This is the Artist Entrepreneur Podcast. We are your hosts, Amanda Ritchie, Noah Dock, and me, Carrie Wee. We're three artists brought together by the love of circus and dance. Amanda from the world of Cirque du Soleil as an aerial soloist. Noah, our academic, and me from the commercial dance world. This is one of the greatest jobs in the world, but it comes with uncertainty. Each episode contains insight on how to pursue art-based businesses. We'll have a variety of guests and have lively weekly Discord. Tune in every week to hear our perspectives on the minefield that is the artist's way of life. Oh my God, Noah says he's available. Did you see that?
Oh, I just saw the text come through.
See. So listeners, this is the update. Long story short, we get home and I'm washing dishes the next day and I find out there's barely any water coming out.
Oh,
and
no.
I think to myself, when did I set up this account for the water? And when's the last time I paid it?
Oh, shoot.
So I forgot to pay the water bill.
Oopsie.
And we got our water shut off Wednesday night. And it is Friday at 5 p.m. They turned it back on.
Did you pay?
I paid.
Okay.
I paid on Wednesday night the minute that I found out that I messed up.
Right.
But it's with AC and water, if you don't have AC and you don't have water, you have major problems.
Yeah, especially with a kid.
Major problems, especially with a kid.
Oh.
So we're peeing and not flushing and not washing our hands and using Purell. It was, it's terrible. But listeners, here's your update. So just being completely transparent, because of scheduling, we're actually doing 2 episodes on the same day. So I got my water turned back on and my brain actually felt like it could open up for a second.
Woohoo! It's funny how that works.
So I'm much better because it's kind of like the ear thing. The moment the ear thing, I could hear again, I was like, oh, I don't have any problems anymore. So the moment my water back came back and I was like, whatever I thought was problematic before is no longer problematic.
Perspective, huh?
Perspective. I'll take it. Let me close this door because I realized. So what I realized when I was editing is that this closet has great acoustics because of all the clothes and stuff. So until I get my office truly sound I want to do a little soundproofing, not a lot, but nowadays you can get really cool soundproofing panels that look like art.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that so that the sound is really absorbed in there. But until then,
the closet
you see
works.
the inside of my closet.
The closet works.
I have a good story. So while we're waiting for Noah, if he's coming. So one of my students is an actor, and he was trying to make some side hustle cash, and he has a good voice. So he got this gig voicing over for audiobooks, but smut books.
Nice.
So he was also a poor actor. So he would just get in his closet that's way smaller than the one that you're looking at right now, tiny closet.
Yeah.
And he would record smut books for side hustle money. I thought that was so good. I was and then he had a fake name to put as the ebook reader.
Okay.
I forget what the name was.
I feel like that type of gig can only be done in a really small closet with great acoustics. Yeah.
Right. You need the really good acoustics.
The
so the
vibe.
Closets are so good. I know, it's a whole vibe. So listeners got my whole story, and I'm so glad that we did it, but I'm glad it's past me because now that I have my water back, I kind of want to let it fly away into never, never land of I never think about it again. Because it was a terrible way to end an amazing weekend.
Yeah, I get that.
My other friend, Sarah, I'm calling you out right now. So she went to teach, Sarah Monosky. She went to teach a weekend workshop in some town, some city, and she ended up with strep throat, and she got this huge abscess in the back of her throat and had to go to the ER the day she was flying out. And they, with an abscess, they have to drain it, right? So I love that I'm telling this story on this podcast. So our friend group, she's like, oh, this is what happened. And of course I was like, Sarah, is it weird that I want to see it? Can you send me a picture of whatever came out? And my other friends were like, do not send it on this thread.
Ew. Did you see
So
it?
she sent it. Yeah, so she sent it out to me like separately. I was like, oh my God, thanks for sending it. I always want to see the grody stuff.
Was it gnarly? Like, what did it look like?
It was just a syringe of blood and pus.
Ugh. Gross. Gross, 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 gross.
I know. Okay, let's just dive in, and if he shows up, it'll be a
I'm so
happy
confused by
situation.
that, though. He did tease us.
He teased us. I mean, maybe he was like, "Oh, I'll pop in." Doesn't mean he's going to be on time. I don't know.
I know. You can give me a Noah
knows with that
update.
guy?
What did you guys talk about? He's in Mammoth.
Oh, he's in Mammoth, and he barely gave me an update because I just dominated the whole conversation.
Okay. Well, you had a lot going on.
I had a lot going on, and he was driving up to Mammoth at the time that we talked, and we talked about how it's really important to know, like, now that he's looking at real estate, it's really important to like actually have the stuff mapped out. Like, if you want to get a property not where you live, you got to make sure there's a straight fight that you can get there. Like, for example, I was going to ask you this. He was like, you should ask Amanda. Chattanooga, like getting there from LA, what is that like?
It's not bad. I would fly into Atlanta and drive.
Okay, so Atlanta, there's so many flights LA to Atlanta.
Yeah. In it's just like a 2-hour drive, and I have family in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, so you did think about that. You're smart.
Yeah.
Smart pants.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know if it's smart. It just happened to be that way. I didn't concoct.
Well, and Asa and I did not pick the city.
Yeah.
The job picked the city, and then we decided to come to it. But,
Which is
San
harder.
Antonio is not like tiny town.
Yeah.
It's a big city, but there's like 4 big airports in Texas, and San Antonio and Austin are not the biggest ones. Houston and Dallas are. You can go anywhere from Dallas-Fort Worth. I feel like you could go to Antarctica from Dallas-Fort Worth, and they would totally do it. I mean, it's just a gigantic airport.
Yeah.
And Atlanta's really big, too. It's like one of the biggest in the country.
Yeah. Atlanta's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about this technology, and it's not a helicopter, but it acts as a helicopter, and it's like a shuttle that can fly, like 2 hours, 1 hour, 45 minutes. So like, for example, they're looking to put them in JFK or LaGuardia, and you can get airlifted, and it's not a helicopter, so it's safer, better, like on the environmental stuff, more passengers, and to airlift you to like what would be a helicopter pad at like
Times Square.
And it would be like a service you could buy and attach to your flight.
Interesting.
And it's something that they're looking at in the next 10 years to have what do they call vertical takeoff.
That's cool.
Oh, look at you there. Vertical takeoff. So anyways, I mean, I'm sure it would be so expensive, but if you land at JFK, you could just get dropped. We're still talking about travel. Oh my God. Dropped at, Times Square for however much.
That's crazy.
Dude. Okay, show her your hair.
Cut it all
Show her
off.
your hair.
Or
You look so childlike
Cut it
with
all
your
off. 'Cause I was over it.
You
I was
cut
over it.
your hair off. Oh, why? You cut it? Wow. I mean, you look like
Okay, but then you also shaved your face and you have a
did.
baseball cap on. You look
I'll
like
take it.
you look like puberty
I
has
will take
barely come.
Oh.
I know. It was time.
Your
It was
face.
time.
Your face is
Although
bare.
it does still stick up like a crazy
You
person,
look like
so,
a little baby's
there's
butt.
that.
So Noah, give us an update since I talked to you. So full disclosure, listeners, we're actually gonna do 2 episodes on one day. So, but we're gonna do it since we got everybody. So Noah, Doc, how was the drive? How was the drive?
Yeah, drive was good. I genuinely can't believe I have service because I'm camping and
Oh,
we're like at the bottom of a valley, and I really didn't think I would have service. And I like got Amanda's text that she said she was here, and I was like, "What?" I was
yeah.
I guess I'll jump on.
Heck yeah. You're in Mammoth?
Yeah.
How long are you going to be there for?
Just till Sunday. We're just going on a
Nice.
little camping trip for a friend's birthday.
Fun.
Is it
So fun.
is it like glamping, or is it like living on the edge,
Roughing it.
roughing it?
No, it's closer to glamping.
You have
much close.
facilities.
Like, what are the amenities right
Yeah,
now?
there's a bathroom right over there. There's fresh water there. We got a big tent. I'm sitting in my
Is there
car
a
right
shower?
now. I don't know.
Is there a wine fridge?
There's
That's not
no wine fridge. However, we have 2 coolers. I guess that's technically a wine fridge.
but
depending
also
on-
wine fridge. That's not glamping. That's just being in a
That's being-
hotel.
That's just a hotel. Is there a bar? Is there a 5-star restaurant?
Well, Yosemite does have a good restaurant.
Is there a concierge?
So I used to have this tumbler that you would put beer in, except the inside was shaped like a wine glass so that I could have a wine glass in my tumbler.
Oh,
I know what that is.
Yeah, so
that sounds very
you
official.
are glamping. Are you guys going to roast marshmallows on the fire?
We are. We got marshmallows. We got here. Not that this does anything for our viewers, but
For us.
Oh, it's beautiful.
there's our campsite over there. There's my buddy's truck, and then we got some trees and mountains and things.
That sounds. Oh, it's so nice. It's so
Yeah.
nice.
And my hope tonight is it's a full moon.
Oh, you're gonna wolf out.
I
Are you
wanna
gonna turn
go
into
for a
a
night
werewolf?
I already am. No, I want to go for a night hike and enjoy the full moon
That sounds
hiking.
You probably have
Awesome.
Starlink. I think that's probably what happened.
I don't have anything special.
No, Starlink. You don't need to. You just
I can't believe that this.
like it's just hooked in to everything. I think.
That's awesome.
It's on the iPhone.
Yeah, if it can grab the signal, I'm
All
pretty
right,
sure.
well, thanks Elon Musk, I guess.
Thanks, Elon. Okay, so I was
Thanks, Elon.
I was telling Amanda I gave my full ridiculous story, and then I gave her the short version, so we don't have to go back to that. And I do have water, and I feel
You
like
gave her the whole story.
the short version.
I can't believe you. We literally left our call, and she was like, "Okay, I got it out, so I don't need to tell Amanda."
Well, no, she was asking me
and
for it.
We can just focus on other things.
Amazing. She gave me bullet points.
I gave bullet
She
points,
gave me
and
bullet
then
points.
the water came through at 5 p.m. my time. And
Thank
I
God.
feel like a whole new person. Our toilets are clean. I just washed the dishes. I can.
Take a shower yet?
No, I did not take a shower because I had this appointment, but I will be taking a luxurious shower.
Nice.
So, okay.
Very
I
nice.
swear we're entrepreneurs, and I swear we're going to talk about that at some point. So,
Hey, we got to some good entrepreneurship conversations with after the venting and ranting.
I know, we did.
What'd you guys talk about?
No,
Fill me in.
I told you this whole like flight situation and like figuring out. I do want to get into later my problems of my workshops of where to put them and when to put them. But Amanda, can you please give us your? I want to know about microeconomics so bad.
Oh,
I
you don't,
do.
though. You really
Oh,
don't.
are we still suffering through micro?
So I'm in like week 2, and I just took my midterm yesterday. So it's an
Week
accelerated
2?
program. I have hmm
Oh, Jesus
I'm
Christ.
in week 2.
Is
It's
it
an
a 4-week
accelerated
program?
5.
All right. Well, I guess that makes sense for a midterm then.
Yeah. So it's a 5-week program. It's an accelerated course. So it goes stupid fast, like stupid fast. I'm holding a solid B, so I'm not going to complain too much, but holy hell is it a lot.
Okay,
It's
how
a
many
lot.
hours a day / week are you spending on school?
On both subjects together? Like 20, 30 hours.
A week.
A week.
Okay. Do you have time for that?
Do you know who cares the most about your actual grade in any subject after you graduate?
Nobody.
Nobody. Nobody.
Nobody.
Not a single person.
I know.
They just look at the degree and go, "Cool."
But see, like the whole reason why I like wanted to go back to school was I don't need a degree. I'm not doing it for anybody. I don't really care. I just wanted to learn the material. Like I just wanted to know things, right? So, but then there's that part of me. It's like, oh, I cannot get below a certain grade. Like, like I cannot let that happen.
I would feel the same way.
And so yeah, it's micro. It's a lot. I do want to take the course again in an actual, so like a proper semester, like a full on where I like can ask questions, because I can't ask questions. I can always email them, but the course is so fast that by the time I get response back, like the assignment's already past due. So it's like I gotta go quick. And with my work schedule, I have very dedicated hours that I have to use. And so I can't wait for somebody to be like, oh, well, I have these hours to answer your questions. So anyway, I'd like to take it again with an actual classroom where I can go in and be like, excuse me, I don't understand this. Explain it to me better. You know, that's all good.
All good. You're learning. You're happy, even if you're unhappy.
Exactly. I have 2 more weeks, 2.5 more weeks
Oh
left.
my God, that
So,
is freaking fast. Okay, so how's business stuff going? How's teaching? How's the hunt for a space?
yeah, business stuff is good. I'm in this Saturday is the fourth week of my art creation program. And so this is the fun week where we could do all of the storyline stuff, story, character work,
Right.
and like qualities of movement, moment of stillness, like all that good stuff. And then the next couple weeks we tech and film. So we're at the halfway point for my art creation program, which is really cool. The classes are per usual. And a friend of mine just opened up or is opening up a new studio down in the OC. When I have the clearance to like announce it fully, I will from her. But I'm gonna go teach for her a couple of days a week while I'm already in the OC, and then double up on that. Um, and that happens soon. And I've taken on a couple more classes starting in September.
Classes to teach or classes to take?
Classes to teach. I've already enrolled in my fall
Okay.
semester classes for school. I was taking 4, but I decided to drop 2 and only do 2 because I want to set myself up for success. Like it would be the same workload that I'm doing right now, but I don't want to barely like hang
Yeah.
on. I want to actually learn
Yeah.
this shit. So I'll just do the other 2 courses that I was going to take this fall in the summer.
Oh, I say.
So I'll still
So you've decided to do 2 for the fall because you're like, okay, it's too much.
Yeah, and I'll be traveling a bit from September through January. I'll be gone quite a bit, and so like Fire and Flight's coming up. I'm teaching workshops in Chattanooga. I'm going away for Christmas. Like there's a lot that's happening
Yeah.
that I'll be away for. So I don't want to have like so much of a workload that I can't even like breathe for air. So I don't want to do that to myself.
When you're on that note, so I talked to Elsie. We decided to postpone the NECA workshop that we had set because it just like it would be a lot of my clientele. And what I'm learning is that I've got 2 different types. One, more professional level, but they don't have the funds free to like take off and do retreats or immersions or anything. And the more recreational students that I have are moms. And September doesn't work for those people. So what I'm learning, and this is only after learning, I set the dates, because it's not the type that you could just pop in for the weekend and then like it overlaps on a Monday and a Friday. So we decided that we're going to rethink the date. And then, so this kind of gotten pushed forward. But honestly, like the year is just barreling at me right now. Bean starts school on Wednesday. And therefore, my whole life changes starting next week because suddenly I have 6.5 or something like hours a day to work on my own business, which I've never had since she was born. So that's going to start next week. And, but then it's also a grind because you're like, she can't miss school. She has to be in sleep. We got to get locked into that. So I'm going to Houston in October, but then I've got to figure out when I'm going back to Austin. I want to work in Dallas Circus Center at some point. I got to reach out to them. And then, this weekend in Ohio really kind of highlighted to me that I really want to think hard about where I set my workshops, because if there's not a straight flight, I might not do it.
That's fair. That's a really, really fair. Yeah, that's hard.
And NECA, that was another part of it. It's like, okay, if I'm going to do it September, I got to deal with my kid in school. NECA is 2 or 3 hours from any airport.
Yeah, I flew into Boston and then I drove to Vermont. I drove to Battleboro.
Yeah.
That's how I did it. It was a decent drive, but it's not a straight shot.
No, not at all. So there's Noah. What's he doing? Don't change your clothes. We don't want to see any of that.
I was just filling my water bottle.
He's doing camping things.
I've only ever done, for the NECA thing, I've only ever done the drive from New York, and definitely not a straight shot.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been to NECA before?
Course.
Oh, I love that.
Course.
I love that.
Course. Good old
Oh,
NECA.
I know. We love
NECA.
those high ceilings.
Shout out to NECA.
Yeah, shout out Elsie.
Back
and Serenity.
before they had a bigger building. Way back when.
Well, there's also an opportunity at Nimble Arts to do a full retreat. So I talked to Elsie about that because I need to set up 1 or 2 retreats for next year, and we have to figure out what we're doing with ours. But wow, we got a lot to work on there. Friends, Noah, do you want to give any update?
I guess I do have an update, actually.
Please.
Red Flags will be launching on August 26th.
Oh, we do need jazz hands for that.
Wow.
Jazz hands.
Spirit fingers.
August 26th, Red Flags will be launching. There will be a lot of social media and a lot of email marketing, and a commercial's going to come out, and it's going to be stuff happening.
Okay.
That's cool. Congratulations. That's so soon.
It's very soon.
Holy shit.
I hope it actually happens. I'm fairly confident that it will, but yeah.
Okay, I have questions. How did you come upon the date, and how much money are you spending, and why at the end of August? Like all those questions. Like, what was your decision-making plan there?
I want to get it out before the fall. It's to like sort of return to a very old conversation. I just need to have the baby.
Got it. Baby needs to be born. Got it.
A baby needs to be born. I don't have a ton of money to do it with, but I'm going to use what I got. I'm going to see what happens. This will require, for this thing to really, really work, I will need millions of dollars, which I do not have.
Right.
But we got to start somewhere. We got to do something. I can't keep sitting on it. I got to just have the baby. So we're going to have the baby. We're going to see what happens. We're going to use that data to inform us for the next steps and go from there.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thanks.
I love that.
We'll see if it actually happens, but I'm fairly confident.
Does this cause anxiety or not?
Of course.
Of course.
But the conversation that I had about it with some of my investors was like, we've spent so much time 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and we're finally at a point where the app works. It exists properly on the App Store. There are people finding it online without any marketing.
Oh, wow, that's great.
And
yeah,
if we can do a little bit and see what happens and gain some more data, let's do it. And then we'll gain some more data on the next try, and then we'll gain some more data on the next time. And that's really what we just got to do it. We just got to do it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You have the baby push.
Yeah.
This is your labor moment, your contraction moment.
The contractions are starting. They're far apart for right now, but they're starting.
They're starting.
Do you feel like your life is going to change a lot after this baby is born? Or no?
I don't know. I certainly hope so. But
Like
I
when it
don't know.
comes to
We'll find out.
like when it comes to busyness.
No, I think I'll still be busy.
Yep.
I, I think I'll be just. I don't think that will change just because we say we're launching,
Okay.
Okay.
but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe it goes viral in a day, and I get a million. I get a million users, and it's perfect.
I don't know. That would be freaking incredible. It would probably go viral the first day. Their chances of that are not astronomical. Perfect, I don't know about, but viral
They're fair. They're fairly astronomical, but it'd be pretty cool.
could happen still. Could
It's not.
happen.
It's not impossible.
There you
It's
go.
just very unlikely. But we'll see. See what happens.
Me and Amanda had an episode that I ended up calling Transitions Suck. And then we also talked about how we all seem to be in one, all three of us, because we're not at the end of the story yet. And I feel like entrepreneurs out there, the not sexy part, but the most obviously hard part is, I think, the muddle through that we've been muddling through this entire time. Like, I feel it so much right now. Like, I feel like I'm either pushing my business up a hill, like a big rock up the hill sometimes. And then I feel like the rock's not even there sometimes because I can't even focus on it. And then I feel like all of these things at the same time. But then I also feel like when I go to like Columbus, I just do my thing. They do in a niche way are just like, Carrie Wee's here. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing something right. But then it doesn't really add up to so much money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling all those things. I feel all those things. And then I think it doesn't help that like I haven't had a shower for 3 days. And I'm wearing socks around my house because it's too dusty.
I mean, when your basic needs aren't met, like, you know, showering and flushing
a toilet.
When those needs aren't met, it's really hard to like focus on anything.
No, I get
else.
it. But like, what do you guys think about the first part? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Amanda, you're like giving now 20 to 30 hours to something you weren't giving it to before. You are doing all your things. You're doing an act creation program that you actually have to use your creative mind for. You're doing all these stuff. Noah, you're doing this launch. You just came back from your trip a little while ago. You're traveling, you're camping. Like, where does it all land for you? Does it feel gigantic? Does it feel small? Is it close? Is it far? You know what I'm saying? Look at Noah's face. He's like, what is this bitch talking about?
He's very pensive. He's pondering.
What is Carrie even saying?
I do know what you're saying. I just have zero answer for it.
Well, and maybe that's the answer because it's a fucking mind fuck. I'm saying my mind is fucked.
I have no answer for that because I mean, it's just been such a year.
This year has been such a year. Like, I feel like I have a list of to do, and I literally put out whatever fires in front of me, and everything else goes to the next day. So everything I want to do, because I really want to do it, shove down. That's what, I mean, maybe it's because I'm a mom too. But like, I mean, how do you feel about that, Amanda?
I mean, like, the whole entrepreneurship thing, when we signed up for is high highs and low lows, and like the unpredictability of it all, and like the sheer size of everything that we're trying to do, like, that is entrepreneurship. Like, there's no other way around it, and you get the high highs and the low lows all of the time. It's like constant. You can't sit in one of them for too long. It won't let you. The nature.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, in a way, it's wonderful that I can put these workshops down and actually do them and have like, you know, a good amount of success, not like ridiculous success, but it makes me want to do it more. But then I just feel like my life is a little bit undoable right now. Undoable. Is that a
Mm.
word? It is really weird that Noah has no thoughts for me.
I'm trying to think of how to say. I'm trying to think of the
I mean, I might not have made any good points. That is the the whole thing about us not having water, that was my fault. And I'm not saying that it's not understandable. It's very understandable.
It was an oversight.
It was an oversight. And let me tell
part.
you, I always have one big fuck up. And last year was arguably worse because I forgot my partner's birthday. Because it was right around when we were moving. And that was worse.
I feel...
That's...
As you say, I feel like not being able to flush a toilet for several days
worse.
Might be a little worse than forgetting your
because it's not.
birthday.
It's like
much worse of an oversight.
No, because one is like emotional and the other one's functional. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So
I don't know. Toilet flushing is pretty emotional.
I mean, it's amazing that I don't have more big fuck ups. Because let me tell you, like the mental load, the mental load of like being the household, and I don't have the mental load of the household and our properties by myself. But yeah, my mental load's pretty heavy right now.
Okay. Oh, how do I do this? Okay. I think the mental load is different. I haven't talked much about this on this podcast, but over the last 10 months, have been dealing with some mental health things that have been particularly challenging for me. And that for me has affected everything. It's like your daily jobs, your goals about the future, your thought, like all of the things that we're doing I'm not going to say all of them, but a lot of the things that the three of us do, and I would say a lot of the things that entrepreneurs do, is like you're thinking about the future. You're thinking about like, where will this be in the future? You're not buying and renting real estate because you're going to make a quick buck now. You're investing. Like that's literally, it's real estate investing. Like you are investing in the future, in the growth of this thing.
Yeah, of all our businesses, that's exactly what you're doing. You're just doing the future. It's not really about now.
Yeah, it's not about now. And for me, having been struggling with some mental health things for the last 10 months or so, it's like, well, the future sucks to think about. And it's really hard to be like, oh, I'm going to put all this work into the future. Well, right now, everything feels like it sucks. So why put that much work into the future? What I would say, and sort of my like feeling of where I'm at, and I think that this can happen whether you're dealing with mental health stuff or you're just, forgetting to pay the water bill or you're spending an extra 30 hours going to school now, is that sometimes it doesn't feel like you're moving forward or backwards, but it just feels like you're moving side to side. And you're just kind of in this, you're in this, the hamster wheel is not moving forward. It's not moving backwards. It's just kind of rolling around, going side to side. And that sucks.
Oh, that.
Or somebody's just shaking the hamster cage like this.
Yeah. And that I think is almost sometimes harder than even moving backwards, is like feeling like you're just not going anywhere. You're like, oh, fuck. I keep doing things and not moving the needle forwards. I'm not moving. Why am I not moving? And I think that's a very, I mean, sometimes I think that's a place that comes from transitions. Like, until you hit that point of like fully entering that new space, like you're talking about, like, oh man, we're just moving side to side. And then when you moved into that new house, when you finished this micro class, you know, you okay, all right, next thing, we're transitioning on to the next thing. We're not moving side to side right now. And I think that's a challenge, especially in entrepreneurship, is moving side to side and getting out of that rut.
Your side to side visual resonates so much. My visual is I'm pushing up this big boulder up the hill, but it's at the same time like not a big boulder, because if I don't keep on feeding the size of this boulder, it just shrinks.
You want the boulder to stay large.
Yeah. But if I don't
You want the boulder.
Yeah. Like if I don't keep pushing it, it's obviously hard to push it up the hill, but if I don't keep at it, the boulder will just shrink into a little ball and I won't have a business. That's
right.
What I'm talking about. And it's kind of two different visuals, but it kind of feels the same. Kind of.
I like it.
I mean, except it's so fucking depressing what we both explained. But Noah, I have to say, I didn't know all of that. I could have guessed at a little bit of it, but you do a really good job of not wearing it on the outside. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I'll just do a shaka bra. I'll answer that with a shaka bra, and you can interpret that however you like.
That's amazing. That's freaking
Well, the thing is
amazing.
that Noah always has something good to say about, like, some good insight. And I was like, the fact that he was stopped, I was like, either he really is brain dead right now and he doesn't have any insight, or he's like really like revving up to actually tell us something. So it's number 2.
Number 2. Yeah.
I had to think on it. I had to figure
I like
it
the
out.
side to side. Now I'm just gonna, every time I'm like studying or in the grind, did the daily grind, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna do the Noah shuffle. I'm just gonna do the side to side.
Side to side.
Does that
Yeah.
so that resonates with you, Amanda? That side to side?
I like the side to side. I think mine, I don't know if it's a visual so much as like a sensory thing. Maybe it's a visual of just like the ADD squirrel of like, I have to focus on this. Now this is here. This is over here. No, just kidding. This is here. This is here. This is here. And connecting those dots. So it's kind of a little bit of a race at the moment.
Yeah, you're in a race. Yeah, for sure. Do you put a lot of time into thinking about whatever it is that you're going into, or do you just do it in the moment? Like, are you thinking about, like, before you get to one studio, are you thinking about it way beforehand, or are you just doing it when you're there?
You know what? I used to. I don't know if you remember Podcast Pass, where I was always the type that if I had a class, say my first class was at 6 p.m. and I had nothing else in the day.
Oh, yeah.
My whole focus would be on that class that started at 6 p.m. and I couldn't do anything else with my day, right? Like that was how I operated.
Yeah,
that's how I've always operated.
Recently.
Yeah. That's how I've always operated. But because that was like my only focus, that was my main thing, that was my only thing. And so now I have school, I have not just like multiple studios, which I've always had, but different studios that hold different purposes. Like they have different focuses, they have different functions. Like I'm not just going in to teach a combo to teach. I do that now too still, but like I have a competition team that I'm like focused in on very specific training for them. I have a performance team that I'm focused on specific things for them that are different. And they're doing different things, right? And then I have school, and then I have the space that I want to work on. So I've organically had to shift my focus, and I've learned that I actually kind of thrive in this situation of I have to go here, now here, and here, where I don't have time to like sit and ruminate into things. So it's been a little bit of a flip flop for me, but I'm into it. I like it. I've been great in it so far.
Do you feel like that problem that you were talking about is gone, like it's flipped off that you're talking about?
I think so. And I think there's a lot of things to contribute to it. So I'm in a relationship now. I'm not single anymore.
Oh, there's a lot of news
And
flashes on this episode.
I know.
Both of us warmed up and our eyes got big. Carrie's eyes don't get that big, but look, I look crazy.
I know. So he's a really amazing human. He's the bestest guy ever, and it's just been wonderful. And my relationship history has been everything less than stellar. So the fact that he is just such a kind, wonderful human. It's such an honor and privilege to be with him, right? And so having that in my life, I have a sense of joy and fulfillment that isn't of the aerial world, whereas my only joy of fulfillment was the aerial world. And now I have this whole other world that is so rich and so substantial and so filling that fuels my aerial world. So it doesn't take away from it. It makes it so much better. And so ever since that became like a thing, like an actual, we decided we're like, this is happening. It's changed in a great way.
I'm just like, this one dropped news, that one dropped news. I'm like, what the hell? Thank God.
What news?
Yeah.
Oh, what news did I drop? That was way bigger.
No, it's not. You're talking about mental health struggles. I didn't know you're going through that.
That's huge, Noah.
Yeah, it's old news. I'm excited to hear about this guy.
So wait, back up. Was it a Hinge?
It was a Hinge, yeah. It was a
dating
Hinge
apps
thing. I
work
know.
sometimes.
But you know what? Like we can totally say it was a red flags thing. We met on a red flags connection, so you know.
I love that. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it was a Hinge. So
I'm so excited to hear more. When do you possibly have time to see him?
we make time. So when I know last my episodes I mentioned that my rig was back up. It's back up in his space.
Yes. I was like, oh my God, it's in somebody else's backyard. I feel it. And I cut it out, by the way, listeners, because I was like, I don't want to, because I was like probing and I didn't get the answer. So
it's in his
Sneaky,
space.
Carrie.
it's sneaky.
It's in his
Sneaky.
Oh.
And so I forget the question now. What was the question? I'm so sorry.
When do you
Wait, and the person
have time
that
to see
when do
this
I
person?
the
see
person
him?
that drove you to Vegas
I
is
know.
probably him, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, we made
Carrie's
a
connecting so many dots that I didn't
So
even know
many.
existed right now.
Well,
many dots.
if you guys were consistently listening to this podcast or on this podcast, you might. I'm kidding. I haven't
Okay.
been
What
I'm just dropping little pebbles here and
Amanda
there.
and I were supposed to hang out last week, but she
That was
got a little busy, and I was like, okay, I guess
But
we'll try
no.
again next week.
that was a genuine. I had a homework and a quiz due that day that I didn't know that it was due that day. So that was genuine.
I very much figured. If you tell me you're busy, I don't really question it. You're not someone that I'm like, is she? No, she is.
Fair. Yeah. But yeah, no, we make time. We make time for sure, and he helps me with my econ stuff, and it's great.
Okay, this has nothing to do with artist entrepreneur. What does he do? What field is he in? We should say that.
He's an architect on contractor.
Oh, so not an artist.
I know.
Sometimes it's a really good thing.
But he is very creative. He is very like artistic. He's very, very much a fan of of our world and very much could be, but his chosen field isn't. And I love that. I love that he has an interest in it, that he's like passionate about it, but it isn't his life.
Yeah, because we got too much of that going on over here.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and he's just so supportive, and
Enough is enough.
he listens to this podcast too, so this will be a shock for him.
Hello, sir.
This is your hard launch.
It's not your soft launch, it's your hard launch. Your soft launch happened when the pebbles got dropped, and Carrie was like, I think something's happening over there. By the way, also, speaking of people who want to be in our world, Bean has decided she wants to be an aerialist. She had decided, but she announced it to my mom.
And how did Grandma take
well.
that?
About as well as it.
Not well.
About as well as she took it when I said I wanted to be a dancer, except she's been traumatized because daughter went and did it. So she's like, oh, it's not just fantasy. This could happen.
Yeah, it's like
so she starts trying to talk Bean out of it. You guys, you can't talk your 5.5-year-old out of being a unicorn. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to work. Totally. I was like, give it a rest.
Did she ask you to try and talk her out of it too?
No, she's not. She knows better. She knows better than that. So yeah. So Noah and I talked earlier, and my mom got upset that I didn't see the future coming with the whole travel shenanigans, and then she's also trying to talk my daughter out of that and back into what she said she wanted to be when she was 3, which is a doctor. It's so Chinese of us. And my daughter's like, I want to be an aerialist. You can't tell me not to be an aerialist. That's what I'm meant to be.
Well, the more she tells her not to, the more she's gonna want it.
Like her mama.
Exactly.
And most all kids are like that.
Yeah.
So wow, we did a lot on this one. Noah Doc, you were gonna go on a night hike tonight?
Yeah.
That's the goal. That's the hope.
Listen, have you guys Wednesday episode season 2 just dropped. Did anybody see this yet? Are you guys into
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday, like the Tim Burton Netflix thing? I watched the first one. It was okay.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, same.
I'll watch the second one until I'm not paying attention anymore.
I'm just saying there was a zombie in the woods. Don't let me scare you.
There's always
Don't
a zombie in the woods.
There's a zombie in the woods.
Spoilers.
Yep.
Zombie in the woods.
Well, right now I'm the zombie in the woods. So
yeah, you are.
How about them apples?
You are. That's hilarious.
I love it. Oh my god, we did it. I'm very impressed.
I know. I'm surprised that we were all can be together. This never happens.
This is like 2-ish weeks in a row.
I know.
Yeah.
We have to get back. We're getting back our streak.
We're doing so good.
Getting back a streak. I mean, there's a lot going on, but at least we're here. I mean, I think the shower. I mean, I'm really glad you're not here in person because I got bedhead. Like my hair is terrible. I need to shower. It's gonna be great.
Well, makes you feel better. I'm not gonna shower for like 2 or 3 days either, but mine's more an active choice than yours was.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I mean, I do need to shower. My hair is a mess, but I do have working water, so there's
no excuse for you. Oh my god. Asa told me, and like my whole life, it's like when my ear was clogged, if it just unclogged one moment, which it didn't, it was so gradual, but this was like a relief. It's like, oh my god, I can breathe.
Yeah.
All right, my friends, let me get Bean before she gets upset. Okay, hold on.
We did it.
I'm so excited to hear about this guy.
You'll meet him.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I'm super happy for you.
Thanks.
Very glad to hear it.
He's really a good guy. Like, I don't know how I got so lucky. Like, I know that sounds so silly and cliche, but like, yeah.
That's how it's supposed to.
I'll bring him to cocktail night one day.
Bye, Mr. Noah, and bye.
You just get a bye. You don't.
Bye, Miss Bean.
You want to say bye to Amanda?
Bye, Amanda.
Bye, Bean.
And you, Mr. No, no causing any trouble.
I'll try not to.
You always do that.
That's fair enough.
You have to stop
Always.
doing it.
It's okay. You're in trouble. You
Always.
cause good trouble, right, Bean?
Only good trouble.
Only good trouble.
No, you act naughty when you're crazy.
All right, my friends. I love you.
Bye, Mr. Noah.
Bye, guys.
And Mrs. Amanda. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can find Amanda Ritchie at Grounded in Flight on Instagram and at Noah Doc on Instagram, as well as a Red Flags app. And me, Carrie Wee, you can find at wrapyourheadaroundsilks.com. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. We have so much more coming at you, including guests that are in this art world, that are blazing their way through new businesses, and just more banter from us. Thank you for listening. This is The Artist Entrepreneur.